Want to know the 3 key ingredients on writing songs? Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out. Hi, I'm Matthew Quilliam, and this is an introduction into songwriting. Now I'm actually going to be releasing a series of videos over the next few weeks all about the elements of music. Elements of music are things like texture, harmony, structure, melody, rhythm, instrumentation, all the different things that you can consider when creating composition. We're going to look at each element individually, one in each video, and we're going to learn some terminology and some common techniques and look at how you can apply those in your songwriting. But for now, we're going to do a little introduction. If this is your first song and you've never written a song before, then you want to keep it as simple as possible. And the 3 basic things you need to think about is melody, harmony, and tone. Now let's start with the tone, the affection or the mood. When you write a song, you can't just sort of write a song. You've got to know what you want it to be about. Is it going to be a happy song? A sad song? Is it going to be a love song? Is it going to tell a story? You've got to have something to sing about. A song is basically just a story, a short story or a poem put to music. And obviously poems and stories have to have a narrative, and so does your song. So think about something really simple and easy to get you going. Something like The Joy of Summer or something, I don't know. Next, you need to think about your chords. Now, the chords actually reflect the tone of the song. Chords don't just happen on their own. You need chords to go in a certain order because then that creates different feelings. Now, there are loads of really common chord progressions. Some happy, such as this one, C, F, G7, F, C, F, G7, F. Some sadder ones like this, A minor, G, F, E7. There are loads of standard chord progressions. So if you go through your songbook and identify some really easy chord progressions that look familiar and crop up in lots of different songs, pick one of those patterns and stick with it. Later in the series we're going to look at how you can change and alter and make your own chord progressions, but for now, as it's your first song, you don't want to be really thinking about too much, so just use a simple 3 or 4 chord progression as your basis. Choose one that fits the mood of the song, so choose the first example I played if you want something happy and upbeat, or the second one if you want something slightly more sad. It's up to you, but really do consider the chords you're going to use in relation to the mood and the story of the song. Finally, we have the words, or the sung melody. Now those are the hardest bits to get right, and again we're going to go more in depth into how to write a melody and how to write lyrics in future videos. But for now I'd suggest just short, simple phrases. Try and keep everything as concise as possible. If you can say something in 4 lines, try and make it said and expressed in 3 lines and then 2 lines. You really don't need to go into much depth. It's surprising how many words you can take out and the thing will still make sense. Try and fit it to your rhythm of your chords, and you might like to have a verse and a chorus. So the chorus is a repeated idea that happens throughout the song, and the verses, the lyrics are different each time, adding something new to the story. The trick with verses is to not add too much in the first verse. Otherwise, if you say everything in the first verse, you've got nothing left for the chorus and subsequent verses. Spread the story out and write a chorus that makes sense no matter where it happens within the song. Typically, choruses can even be made up of 1 or 2 sentences that just repeat. They don't mean too much on their own, but the context changes depending on where you are in the story, which is being told through the verses. I hope that's given you some inspiration. As I said, this is just a really short, quick introduction into songwriting. Do make sure you're subscribed, where we go into musical analysis, where we look at future songs, songwriting and elements of music to see what you can do to spice up your songwriting. But for now, have a go with some really simple ideas. Keep the melody simple and short and repetitive. Use a simple and easy chord progression, and make sure you're really considering the tone and the narrative of your song. I hope that's helped. If you've got any questions, do leave them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to get future videos, and I'll see you soon. Take care.